Hey guys, Corby and Sam, Bodyfight Glasgow. We're here with what is our first discussion video. We're going to be discussing basically the new Darkness Dragons from
Set 4 and
Set
the
4.
trial deck, yeah.
Set 4 on the trial deck. Now, going down from BTO1 to BTO4 that's coming out in 2 weeks yesterday.
2 weeks yesterday. Yeah.
2 weeks yesterday. You had your... These are mostly SP, by the way, because we're big guys.
And
so
they're just all pretty.
yeah. So obviously you had your Magic World. So Magic World was really 72 Pillars was really kind of the first really competitive deck. It wasn't really played as much, but me and Sam feel if you can build it right,
It's a good deck. It's a fun deck.
it's a fun deck.
It's
as
really
well.
fun.
But if you
I
can
was playing it earlier. It was enjoyable.
if you can
But
build,
it's really easily beaten.
yeah.
But
If you don't get a good hand,
it's fun.
yeah.
This is what I enjoyed about it.
We feel if you can build a really consistent 72 Pillars deck, it can be brutal. BTO2 Ninjas came out.
We don't have any of that.
We don't have any Ninja stuff, but Ninjas didn't seem...
They're not amazing.
they're not amazing.
They're a solid deck, but they're not great.
Yeah, like... I don't see them at a competitive level as some of the other stuff that we're about to show as could be at.
Like, the most powerful card they have is Hades Fall,
Yeah.
and that's not even that strong.
Mhm. And there's not enough of the star impacts going about that you can say that you see it all the time. I know our friend and colleague Melrose has one, but he's thinking about completely taking out the impacts out of his ninjas. I'm going to upload the deck profile of his ninjas after this video at some point to show him which we feel is the most competitive build we can get for it at the moment. He still needs his last Hades Falls and that and blah blah blah. But
the deck works fine with
the
me.
The deck works fine.
I don't
but
want them to open with 4 Hades Fall and go,
get
well,
right.
what did I do?
Yeah.
I'd rather not. I'd rather he didn't open like that because he'd be boasting for days.
Yeah. Known Melrose. Next we have Thunder Knights. You've got your SP Halberd there and the Triple R for Fan. Thunder Knights were really, really good, I believed. Obviously, because you've got your these are both pay 1 gauge for a 6/2/6 with move, and then a 5/2/5 that gives every Thunder Knight move and an extra critical, including himself. Now that's a pay 1 gauge for a 5/3/5 that you could just open up with and just hit for free. You know.
Fallen is what made me want to play Thunder Knights. I ended up never building them because I built Dungeon World.
Yeah.
But I wanted to build Fawn. I wanted to build Thunder Knights because of Fawn.
Fawn was just... It was too good a card. And I still believe that even if you're not playing Thunder Knights, people will still use Fawn.
Purely because of the crit and the move.
Purely because of the crit and move. Because you could literally just go, move, centre, kill your attack me, 6/6, counter. You know.
And he's still there for next
And he's
turn.
still there for next turn with that free critical. And he just moves out the way again. For your Dragon Knuckle to go bash.
It's a solid play.
It is a solid play. Next we have the current meta
Set 3.
Set 3 Dungeon World. Now these are 2 of the main cards, not including obviously like Sheila Vanna.
The weapon.
Yeah, the weapon. For the people that don't know, Sam is the European champion for Buddy Fight, and this is what he used. He used an incomplete dungeon deck. His full updated and modified dungeon deck that he feels is the best build. We have uploaded. It's down in the other videos. You can take a look at that if you want. Everything's in the description. There's a link to the actual deck that he won Euros with and everything. If you want to take a look at that. There's too many plays for this. So many plays.
Bladewing's just too good.
Can I just I'll let you do it. Read out the flavor text to
the flavor text. Endless cards, limitless combinations, a deck is like a kaleidoscope. That's just too powerful. It's just too powerful.
That flavor text sums up the deck.
It just does. Oh, it just works. I just don't know how to describe it.
The deck has so many combos. You get the drum Tetsuya. You get the Tetsuya Link attacking with the weapon
or drum,
and then you've got Blade Wing, who's a pay 1 gauge for a 5/2 double attack.
The one defense doesn't matter in this.
You've got Sheila Vanna. You call that with Blade Wing and the weapon. You've got a
10 damage OTK.
10 damage OTK with penetrate.
Penetrate.
It's so good.
It's strong. It's an amazing deck.
That's why it's the current meta at the moment.
There's nothing that can rival it just now.
Apart from Thunder Knights, who might come close, but apart from that, nothing really beats it, to be honest. Next, now we're both quite iffy on this at the moment.
I love it, but I hate it.
I love
to hate it.
We're both like this. The new Danger set that came out with the new Dragon set is not great. It's fun, it's gimmicky, it's not competitive at all.
Sky Knights are just hilarious.
Sky Knights are funny to play because you just heal and it's just a laugh. But
and we like that.
The new Danger stuff. Now, it's not as OTK based as we thought it was going to be.
We thought it was going to be the anime.
Yeah.
Like, deal, like, literally OTK. It's a very combo based deck that revolves around weapons that is incredibly hard to get off.
Yeah, it is.
I've taken a lot of time trying to figure it out, and I've still not managed it. I've got the most consistent build that I think.
We both have completely different builds that we think is competitive. This because you and me have completely different playstyles as well.
Yeah, like the playstyle is the main part of that.
But we haven't perfected it yet, and it's just it's taking far too long, especially with Set 4 coming out in 2 weeks.
We just want to play. I want to play Legend. He want to play
Darkness. Which, on to our next topic, is what we're here to talk about. The new Darkness stuff. We're going to talk about Legend in a different video, but this is just the introduction to the discussions. So Darkness, from what we've seen of Darkness so far, everything is released and everything is on the Wikipedia page. I'll post links to the trial deck and Set 4, so you can all take a look at it for yourselves. From what we have seen, Darkness Dragons are going to be ridiculously OP, overpowered. He thinks they're going to be the new dungeon, the new meta.
I think they are. They have to be. Like, they've been built up. We've not seen them in the anime. We've seen everything else. We've seen all of Legend. After Friday's episode of Buddy Fight, we've now seen the Asgards, which looks crazy.
Fenrir.
Fenrir.
That Fenrir combo, but we're not here to talk about Legend.
Not here to talk about Legend.
Right.
But Darkness Dragon, I personally think it will be the best deck come Set 4.
Yeah. You want it to be Legend. We're kind of vice versa, me and Sam. He wants to play Legend and he wants it to be the meta, but he thinks DD is going to be it. I want to play DD, but I honestly think that Legend's going to be the new meta. We're both kind of really...
And we're both buzzing.
Yeah, we're both kind of really... which is really funny because Melrose has just messaged us on Facebook saying, so excited for Set 4.
Wow, no wonder we both buzzed at the same time.
Yeah, the three of us are in a group combo thing. Right, probably no Facebook.
Let's ignore Melrose right now.
Yeah. But like, some of the cards that have been released for Darkness are absolutely ridiculous. They have, right, everyone that plays meta probably gets so fucking annoyed at Pillar, Dungeon Pillar. Counter, pay 1 gauge, destroy something with 6,000 less defense, am I right?
Yep, but you can't have a monster in centre.
Can't have a monster in centre.
Which benefits me, because
You never have a monster
I
center.
don't like that. I just disagree with the whole monster center.
Darkness Dragons get a no restriction counter. Pay 1, destroy a grade 2 or less.
Silly.
No restriction counter. Pay 1, destroy
Silly.
grade 2 or less.
I just
It's so
it
good.
pains me a
It's
lot.
so good. They also essentially have their own They essentially have their own green shield as well, but it's reduced damage to 0, and then gain 1 life. Now, which is like with Green Dragon Shield, you would nullify the attack and you wouldn't take any damage. So see things like Dragon Knuckle, that hits you, you're going to reduce the damage, so it does deal damage to you, so it is going to get that gauge off. But you reduce your damage, you don't take the 2 that it would initially do, and you gain a life, which is just like Dragon Shield. They also have the other shield, the Black Dragon Shield or something.
Talk about the other one. The other nullify, it's effectively
From
a
the trial deck.
It's from the trial deck. It's just the same as Solomon's Shield for Magic World. It's negate the attack if it's not a link attack, which is very generic. It's very standard. Every deck has that form of negation.
Yeah.
And Corby's cutting me out of the picture. But
So
it's alright. It's fine.
they also have
they hear my voice.
They also have their own survival chance. Which is 1 life more than survival chance. If you're on 6 or less life, pay a gauge, draw 2 cards.
Yeah.
Also the triple R. Now this is where the combos come in, because the triple R spell, Devil Stigma, is they go into their battle phase. They attack your monster. You go counter. No cost of anything. Just when you're being attacked, when your monster's being attacked, counter. Destroy a monster on your side of the field. I might be running it at 3, possibly 4. When I get it, obviously. I think it's too good.
I think
for people like you, it won't really matter because you don't attack monsters. I rarely see you attack monsters unless you have very bad field advantage.
yeah, like that's what Blade Ring's for.
Yeah.
Blade Ring is the field regainer, which is just unreal.
Yeah, this other shield that we're talking about, you can only cast this when you're being attacked. Pay 1 gauge, nullify the attack, then and destroy a size 1 or less monster that attacked on your opponent's side of the field. It's too good.
Like, you thought Blue Dragon Shield was bad, and then
And annoying. That's going to be even worse.
And
I think
then-
that's going to be really annoying.
you see this, and you just become speechless.
I know.
It's just, I don't know what to say, to be honest. It's just impossible to find words.
They have 3 nullifies.
And
Yeah.
then they have two cards that gain counterattack.
Yeah, they've also got their own counterattack. Now, it's not like any other generic counterattack where it's like gain 3,000 and counterattack. This counterattack is pay 1 gauge, negate the destruction of a monster, then give it counterattack. Now, there's a generic size 2, a power 9,000, critical 2, defense 2. Now, no wonder that Darkness aren't getting a free counterattack, because you pay 1 gauge, you negate the destruction, so things like penetrate can't get through it and stuff, and it's not destroyed, and it slaps you back with 9,000 power.
Just too good.
It's too good.
Like,
I love it.
Like,
I love it.
we went through the whole of set 4 tonight and the trial deck,
Aye.
and we went down. We went down from the triple R's down to the commons and then onto the trial deck.
Mm-hmm.
We were amazed at how weak we thought Darkness Dragon was with just the set release.
Yeah, the set release. There's a
And
lot more. There's a lot more legend,
and then once we finished, we then went on to
The trial deck.
the trial deck, and the trial deck, it fits
Shove it
everything,
up.
fits everything together. It sorts all the weaknesses that the deck had. It fixes all. It just fixes everything. It's just too good.
Yeah.
Like, it just becomes so much better. It just brings every deck together.
yeah, like, to be honest, like, we went, like Sam said, we went through it all, and we were like, yeah, but this could happen. There were weaknesses, and we thought it was good. We thought it was amazing, right? But then see, when you look at the trial deck, the trial deck has things like a generic. The dragons have a pay 1 gauge, destroy a size 1 or less. Dragonic Thunder. They have that in the trial deck as well. It's called Sudden Death. It's just basically Thunder. It's pay 1, destroy a size 1 or less as well. All the weaknesses that we saw from the set all get made up with in the trial deck. The trial deck is also very, very good. They have obviously everyone, hold on.
Yeah, why haven't you got that out yet?
I don't know why I haven't got it. I like to boast about it. I love it so much, don't I?
You do. It's just like I love my blade ring.
Now you've got the body rare that came out with
EBO2.
Aye, EBO2. Now it is a black dragon and death. It's a 6/1/1 grade 1. It's pay 1 gauge. Now this is what I love about the black dragons. They've got a thing called Spectral Strike. When they destroy monsters, it also deals damage. Now this is a playstyle that I have been waiting for. Now Sam has. Would I be wrong in saying that your main passion is dungeon?
Well, I have two.
I know you love danger as well.
I love danger and dungeon.
Right.
I can't decide what I like more.
Right. Melrose is loyal to all ends to his ninjas. He is loyal to all ends with danger and dungeon. Now, since the game came out, we've been trying to find me a deck that I'm like that with.
We thought it was dragons.
We thought it was dragons, and then I was just like, no.
You just got fed up with it, didn't you?
I did. I got fed up with it, and then I tried to do the danger.
And then you built Thunder Knights as well.
I built Thunder Knights, and I really enjoy Thunder Knights. I still enjoy Thunder Knights to this day. I just don't feel in my comfort zone.
You don't feel comfortable playing it.
Like for Yu-Gi-Oh, Bujins were my deck. Like nothing could take Bujins away from me. And
infinities.
And I don't play Yu-Gi-Oh anymore, but I keep my Bujin deck just in case someone's like, do you want a game? And I'm like, yeah, cool, got my Bujin deck. Like, Bujins are my thing, and I get a kick out of them every time I play them, and that's what I'm not getting from Buddy Fight right now. But I believe that Darkness Dragons are going to be black. Darkness Dragons are going to be my thing because they attack monsters and deal damage. This grade 1 is a 6,000 power crit 1, but when it destroys a monster, it deals 2 damage to your opponent. Like, you call 3 of them, Link attack that big grade 3 that's sitting in the middle. They can't shield it or anything because there's a monster in the middle. Cool, that's an 18,000 burn 6. Get wrecked, bro.
And you said Darkness Dragon wasn't OP.
Shut up. They've also got a grade 2 in the trial deck that's pay 2 gauge when this destroys a monster, deal 2. I love them. I love them and they're not even out.
Yeah, I know.
We believe that this is going to be my passion.
I know it's going to be your passion. I don't care what you say. I know it is.
There's also 3 possible builds for Darkness Dragons. There's Black Dragons. I need to tell you another spell. A couple other spells.
Yeah, I was thinking about that one.
Black Dragon.
With this.
Lunatic.
No, I was thinking about something for that.
Judgment.
Yeah.
Yeah. You've got Black Dragons, Death. It's called Death, but I like to call them Death Dragons. So Black Dragons, Death Dragons, and then you've got the kind of ones like the Body Rare who are Black Dragon and Death that combos can work off of. Now,
it's almost like dungeon enemy and adventure.
And yeah, it's
almost a hybrid build where continue makes the deck unbelievable.
Yeah,
it just fits the deck perfectly. And form a party makes the consistency unbelievable.
too good.
And then there's the combination of
That being said, though,
Black Dragon
even
and
with
Death.
DD coming out, I still believe that'll be second.
I
With Legend being a close,
I'm not sure yet.
close.
I still think that not much can rival the consistency and the power. That
No,
Dungeon
it can't
have.
rival. It can't rival that because literally, Dungeon is playset of these specific cards. On you go. With that one Dead End Crush thrown in there.
Which is very useful. I've realised.
It's searchable. Come on.
I used to play 3. I won Euros with 3. I come home. I put in 1. I've Dead End Crushed more now that I have 1 than when I had 3. And I'm like, that just shows the consistency and the power of the deck to do what you want it to.
Yeah.
It just fits. Everything flows, and I genuinely think that the hybrid might work that way once
For a long time.
once they get. Oh, it's just
Like I was saying, with the Black Dragons having Spectral Strike when they destroy monsters, deal a certain amount of damage, with also the death impact thrown into a Black Dragon deck, basically is when your opponent has no monsters on their side of the field, pay 2 gauge, deal 3 damage. I think they need to be on 3 life as well.
Yeah,
am I right?
need to be 3 or
they
less.
need to be on 3 or less life. If they have no monsters on their side of the field, pay 2 gauge, deal 3 damage. It's essentially Dead End Crush, but with a less constricted.
Yeah, it's a lot. I think
It's a lot easier to pull off.
it'll be a lot easier to pull off considering the playstyle of the deck is to destroy monsters to
Mhm.
deal damage.
Now,
If they had like a random burn card that said destroy one of your monsters, burn your opponent for 2 damage,
yeah,
the deck would be unbelievably strong.
amazing.
Like you,
Which also a lot of their stuff links in with the spell card called Lunatic. Now, you pay 1 gauge. Yeah, you
I would assume so. Yeah, most of it's pay 1 gauge.
pay 1 gauge. Put a card from your opponent's gauge into his or her drop zone. Then, what was it again? Hold on, I'll just look it up. I'm trying to remember actually.
It's gone out my head.
Yeah, it's totally flown out of my head. Anyway, there's also another thing for death. The death side of it.
This is probably my favourite card.
Judgment Day. Now, before I get into that, Death Dragons are about your opponent having a monster in the centre, but a lot of their monsters have a thing called Shadow Dive, or it's Shadow Dive, isn't it? Something dive.
It's Shadow Dive, I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Which means they can attack you directly from the centre, even if there's a monster in the centre. So you can choose to kill the monster in the centre. Cool.
Say
But
there's an Armor Knight Demon.
Yeah.
You want to get rid of that because that thing is so
Yeah,
powerful.
Like that.
It's,
We'll get back to that. That's a whole new discussion.
yeah,
Just Demon itself.
yeah,
But
it
say
really
there's
is.
say there's an Infernal Armor Dragon that's got no pops left, and you're like, cool, I can guard
just leave
against
it there.
that next turn. I can guard against its free crit next turn. Blah blah blah.
I just need damage.
Just Shadow Dive under it, and deal damage to your opponent. And they're like, how are you doing damage? And you're like, Shadow Dive, bro. Learn meta. Which also is amazing with their spell card, Judgment Day. Now I'm going to let you explain this because I know you've got a boner for it.
Oh, it's so good. Right.
Shadow Dive and Judgment Day.
So it's a pay 1 gauge. It's fairly cheap for what it does. So for every death every
death monster.
every Darkness Dragon death monster gains 1 critical. Gains 1 critical. Everyone. So if you have 3 size 1s with 2 crit, that's now 3 size too good.
And you've also got the weapon that goes with death, the Talon. It's got Shadow Dive, 1 damage.
That's game. That's GG.
GG!
Not much you can do about that, man.
Yeah, man.
So you're playing Danger World. You can do. Because everything specifies to not have a monster in the centre.
Yeah, that's what I really when I was buying the set with him. Like, a lot of it, I like calling things to the centre. I love calling things to the centre because I'm like, yo bro, can't hit me. Oh, you're gonna attack, counter attack, piss off.
And I'm the opposite.
And
I'm
you're
like,
the complete opposite.
well, fuck it. I've not got a monster in the centre. I'm just gonna go the hell off and hope it wins.
Like, and no!
Far too many.
Scoop.
Far too many. Enter Scoop phase.
Enter Scoop phase.
Enter Ace phase. Final phase.
yeah.
Drill bunker.
But yeah, going back to what I was saying about click on it.
I doubt it very highly with the way your Wi-Fi's been going on today. I'll see if I can get it up.
I would hope you can get it up, to be honest.
Well, we'll see. We'll see.
Well, it's clicked on something else.
I might get there quicker then.
You might. It's because it's on split screen, that's why. That's why. But yeah,
all I see
long story short, guys, the set's going to be broke. The whole set is broke. Even if you look at the new Dragon stuff, some of that's really amazing as well. And Legend
is lunatic. Got it.
and
Doesn't matter.
Legend are just very good. They're really gauge heavy though as well. I told
If you have more black dragon on your field, your opponent chooses a card from his or her hand and discards it.
cool. So you go cool. Take a gauge out of that and put it your drop zone. Cool. I'll take this card out, put it in my. I need to go. Oh, cool. Right. This is my whole next play set up for next turn, but now I need to discard one of them. For 1 gauge, I think it's amazing.
For 1 gauge, it's so good. It's an uncommon.
Yeah, like, and see a lot of the generic grade 2s and all that, they've got really high attack and crit 2
Judgment Day.
with Judgment Day.
Oh.
And then that counter attack, pay 1 gauge, negate destruction, hit back. The set's broke, boys and girls.
The set's so good.
They also have their own Dragonic Charge or whatever it's called. Counter, put 2 cards at the top of the deck and a gauge. Then they have a grade 1 where it's like call, put 2 cards into thing, take a damage. Put 2 cards into gauge, take a damage. The set's broke. Darkness Dragons are broke. I still believe that Legend is broke, but he doesn't really agree as much about that.
I agree it's broke. I just personally think DD's better. Like, DD's more broke.
I'm starting to believe. Engage, destroy size
That's
2 or less.
unbelievably good. Unbelievable.
If you're not running that at 4, if you're deciding to play it, if you're not running Death Grip at 4, there's something wrong with you. I'm sorry. Like, I don't want to cause anyone, I don't want to cause fights or anything, but if you're not running Death Grip, if you play Dungeon and you're running Pillar at 4, but you're not, and then if you decide to play DD and you're not running Death Grip at 4, there's something wrong. There's something going wrong there. I'm sorry. There's also there's a Gargantua essentially impact for Darkness Dragons as well.
R, which really it really upsets me. It's
the triple R's, apart from Devil Stigma, I thought
it's really underwhelming.
I thought the triple R's were really disappointing this set.
Like all of them are. All of them.
I like Devil Stigma. That's broke enough to be a triple R.
Yeah.
And
we'll get on to Legend World stuff another
we're
time.
Going to do another video
because I'm looking at it and I want to talk about it. But
We'll do another. We can record it today. We'll record it tonight, and
you
I'll
want.
upload it whenever.
I'm not too bothered.
I might need to take a look at their stuff again just
Yeah,
to
that's-
refresh my memory, because we kind of started a wee bit with this, but I've just
it makes it more real.
yeah.
I love how we're still talking and recording and just discussing things. This is what we do. We just fight and
Yeah.
don't care about it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of if there's anything we've missed.
I don't know.
There's
the
the last impact. For
the
Dragon
last
Lord.
impact, which is really.
It's,
I like it.
I'm not a fan.
He's not a fan of it, but I kind of like it. I think it's quite funny.
It's gimmicky. Yeah, I'll
if
give
you're
it that.
if you're using death, you can be like, cool, you've got monster in the center, shadow dive, shadow dive, do 6 damage to you. Say they've got the almighty Fenrir of the Legends world in their center.
I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm gonna enjoy that. So.
You go impact phase, you pay free. You stand your opponent's center monster, give it 1 more critical, and it attacks your opponent. Remembering that it's still in center, so it can't
and
be
it's your opponent's monster.
and it's your opponent's monster that's attacking.
So key for
Cool.
things like Shelsana, because that can't nullify.
My center monster
your
turns
attacks.
around and hits me with 1 more critical. That's what it does.
If that's your buddy, that's just kicking you in. That's just kicking you in the nuts.
Yeah, that's
That's just mean.
that's a middle finger.
Yeah. That's one right there.
Like, especially with the new Fenrir that's coming out, that's 10, 6, 7. People
Oh.
are most likely going to call that to center and be like, cool, I'm a 10, 6, 7 with a free counter attack ready in my hand to be played. You literally just need to go, cool, impact phase, pay free gauge, do 7 damage to yourself, mate. GG.
If people weren't calling that the center, I'd question everything about what they play in Buddy Fight.
And if they're going up against Death, that has got that impact, it's going to be deadly.
But they're not gonna know that. But they're just gonna
Hopefully
go
we're
Fenrir, and then
To center,
And you're like,
these counter attacks.
well, what am I meant to do now? I just got myself dealt 6 damage.
Yeah, and if you top
7 damage even, sorry.
and if you top deck, like if Fenrir comes out and you're like, oh crap, I've just took 6 damage. What? How am I going to get over this potentially 7 defense crit 6 monster? When you top deck that impact, that's 7.
You'll be laughing.
You'll be pissing yourself. You won't be laughing. You'll be on the floor. Raffle, mate.
You'll be greeting.
Raffle.
You'll be greeting on the floor, mate.
Pay free. Day 7 to yourself, mate. GG. I'll catch you after.
You do have to have 5 death characters. Death characters? I'm talking about. Wait a minute, Angel Beats here?
Yeah.
You have to have 5 death monsters in grave. Or
That-
death cards, I think.
Do
it might be.
death cards? Check.
I'm not sure.
Check. It's not slow pain. It's the other
Or
one.
more death in your drop zone. So it could be if there is a.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like
so
the impact
so
itself
like
is death. So
spells, weapons, monsters. 5 or more death cards.
it's
Which
like
by
adventurer
turn-
in dungeon.
but which by turn 3, 4 you should have. Especially by paying gauge and everything.
I'm gonna go through it again, see if I missed anything, because I feel like we should have missed. We've not even looked at the trial deck.
We have. I've spoke about it.
The
That's-
buddy rare.
That's Purgatory Nights though. Purgatory Nights aren't until next. I want
Set, we assume.
yeah, next set we assume. But I want see when Purgatory Nights come out. I want to do a completely whole new discussion video on that. I don't think we've missed anything out, to be honest. The monsters are all quite generic. They've either got the Shadow Dive thing or the Spectral Strike where it destroys a monster, blah blah blah, or they've got like a pay one.
They've got a
that-
weapon
or-
destroyer. We never mentioned that.
We do. They also have their own double guillotine like thingy. Basically, what does it do again?
I'm on a different card at the moment. Oh, I'm on a shield. So,
Death Shield. Death Shield's so good.
where is it? Where is it?
It's called
Guillotine cutter.
Guillotine Car.
It's a rare.
A rare, guys. Just
Like most of the in my opinion, most of the good DD stuff is rare or in the trial deck. Like I understand that there's one good triple R and there's one good double R for darkness,
Mm-hmm.
but then the rest are all common,
Generic
uncommon, and rare, and it's really strange that Bushy would have done that.
Mm-hmm.
That'll probably be a completely different discussion.
Yeah, like I understand where you're coming from with that. Like they've made all the good stuff very accessible. Sorry.
I still it's like Continue. I feel Continue should have been at least a double R.
Like see when
I don't know why it's not.
like Danger and when Danger and Dragon came out, Carrie, who puts an ace character into the soul of a weapon just by calling it, you call Carrie, you put Cerberus or Gargoyle into soul without needing to be on 5 or less health.
And still get the
You don't need
effects.
to call it, you just put it into soul when you call Carrie. That was a common?
Common.
That was a common.
Not even uncommon.
Now,
Common.
Ace, when in soul, gives your weapon 2 more critical. If you pay 3 gauge, that's another 3 critical. Now, Carry literally just goes down. You go, if you've gauged and draw, assuming you're going
See when you're going second,
second,
it's almost an
You go-
OTK.
cool. That's 8 damage by paying 3 gauge. With Carry attacking centre if there's nothing in centre as well. So 2 damage, 8 damage, pay 3 gauge. If you have 5 gauge as well, you literally just go, cool, green dragon shield, oh cool mate. Fanged dragon declaration. Pay 2 gauge, pay a life, nullify the spell, game, 10 damage.
They have a better double guillotine now I look at it,
They have a better double guillotine than Danger.
because it's an item or a spell.
Or a spell, or a set spell.
So that hits form a party, which really, really disgusts me.
yeah, let's read it out. You locked it. Thanks.
So I was
says,
very disgusted.
you may only cast this card when you're being dealt damage. Fair enough.
Actually, no, that doesn't kill form a party. Then that's okay. I'm alright with that.
Yeah, but like if you go form a party
And
into
if I
form
go,
a party, I could then ruin your next form a party that you put down because
But
if
to-
you
but to
if
be
you
fair-
draw that, that's a dead draw.
yeah, but
But
it also
let me,
kills
like-
hot springs.
So it says when you're dealt damage, pay 1 gauge, destroy an item or spell on your opponent's field. That's amazing. That's amazing.
It's a good
Could
card.
that not hit the Fenrir spell as well? Because is it not
But
on
why would you want to hit the Fenrir
No, but
spell?
is it not on your turn that you need to destroy it for you to get the effect off?
I don't know. We will have a discussion video about that because I'm
Soon.
very intrigued, and I'm really awake now.
Because see, if it's not, I'll be very upset.
Yeah.
But like, oh, the grade 1 just hit me. Cool, pay 1 gauge. See that weapon that does 3 crit? Nah, bye.
Catch you. Glory Seeker.
Glory
Oh
Seeker.
wait, you want to like check
Aye.
and magically come back alive? No, that's not happening.
No, mate. No.
That is not happening. That is not
I feel
happening.
DD are going to be a very competitive deck to Dungeon. Because
I think
especially the black dragons, because you'll be like combos and shit, and I'll be like, cool, nullify, attack your monsters, deal damage to you. You know, I think it'll be interesting to see. And when I get my DDs, we're gonna do that. I know I said we weren't gonna do another video until
well, we're not like we personally need to test the decks.
Yeah.
This is what we have
Like,
to do.
I personally need to play test 3 different decks: Black Dragon deck, Death deck, and a hybrid of it to see what I feel is the best. And so do you, because you want to potentially build it.
I want to build it.
He's focusing more on the beast sides, like the Gorgons and the Asgard for Fenrir.
I just like Greek mythology and Gorgons, Medusa.
And
I just enjoy it.
And I want a Fenrir just because Fenrir, the king of, like, the god of wolves, like, it's Fenrir, guys, come on, can't not love Fenrir.
I want to make him a buddy just for trolls. But
Just
I
for
wouldn't-
trolls.
But I would.
But you might not even call him once ever
But you would never call him. You would only call him
through the combo.
through the combo, which will get discussed in the next video
Yeah,
because
because this is 40 minutes.
and we're not going on to now Legend
And
World.
yeah, so we've really ran out of things to say, but hopefully this
DD
is
will be good. Put it that way.
DD will be very good, guys. Very good.
If you're just getting into Buddy Fight and you
want a competitive, kind of low budget deck, DD's the way to go.
because you can like literally buy a starter deck,
Buy packets.
buy maybe 15 packets. That's half a box. That should set you up well enough that you can play competitively and win 50% of the time potentially.
Yeah.
If you learn to
The
play
trial
the deck
deck
well.
the trial deck is very good. Very good.
Like I wish that we could like have a trial deck off. Like we get the dungeon trial deck and the DD trial deck
Yeah.
and just play against each other. See what
Like,
happens. Just for fun.
Just for the gigs. Seriously, guys, DD's going to be great. Sam agrees, I agree. A lot of people that
We know
we
personally.
play with and we play with down in Glasgow also agree with us. And we hope you enjoyed this video.
I hope you stuck through this video
I hope you stuck through this video.
because we didn't expect it to be this long.
I hate the sound of my own voice as well on camera, but
I absolutely.
if
hate
you've
it.
enjoyed this video, leave a like, maybe a comment as well.
Even
It
if you,
really
if you
help.
want to ask us questions, feel free. Just put it down in the comments.
Yeah,
We will reply as soon as we see it.
yeah.
We check fairly daily,
Mhm.
so come and
If you want to leave us a like, that really helps us out a lot as well. And if
I
you
just
can
know that-
share us, I know we've not got a lot of, we've got 6 subscribers right now, and and to those 6 people that do watch this, thank you guys so much. We just want to try and share this page as much as possible so that we can try and get.
we
more
want to make
people.
ourselves bigger.
Yeah,
We literally want.
we want to join people as a community to learn everything, and we want to give you the best quality videos we can. But anyway, guys,
Thanks for watching.
thanks for watching. Corvey and Sam, once again. We will see you guys in the next video.